Hello to my beautiful Libras. This is Molly with Soul School Spiritual Guidance and Healing. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on my channel today. I've got for you guys an intuitive tarot and oracle reading. So I was using my little bag of stones. I have all these little stones with the zodiac signs on it to determine who would be the recipient of each of my messages. And what I love is that today I didn't even have to use them. Spirit's just coming in and letting me know straight up that we have a message here for our Libras. They do want me to start with the Sacred Destiny Oracle. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle those up and let you guys know that if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can do that at my website, soulschoolspiritual.com. I do also offer monthly readings. And you guys, I made a coupon code. It's just YouTube. Put YouTube in the little coupon box when you guys are checking out, and you'll get 10% off all of my services. Okay, so definitely check that out if you guys feel like you're vibing with the energy that I am putting forth. Thank you guys for being here. Other ways that you can support the channel are just by liking, dropping a comment, subscribing. I do every Saturday I've been doing live astro forecasts and weekly tarot scopes for all of my signs. So if you guys want to know when that's happening, definitely make sure that you hit that notification bell. All right, I'm excited. Anything else? I think we got all the introductory material. Let's take a peek at what Spirit wants to talk to you about. Potential. It's for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus, or anybody who resonated with this title. By the way, there's also going to be an extended reading to this, and that's over on Vimeo. The link to that is in the description box below. Timeless collective readings, all right? So take it if it resonates. You know, it's really amazing to me right now is we're going to channel this message. If you guys aren't familiar with the channel Rustling Around, this guy named Russell is pretty amazing. And he did a reading today where he's talking about astrology, right? Like the moon is going around and conjuncting, conjoining all of the different planets that are currently retrograde. And he's talking about he was channeling these messages that have to do with what's going on with the earth. You guys, I just realized this is the picture that's on the cover of the box. Okay? But he's talking about the fact that maybe like in Iceland, there's this volcano that there's been earthquakes underneath the volcano. And so there's this belief that this volcano is going to erupt. All right? That's a potential. The energy is there. It's just under the surface. So that's what Spirit wants to talk to you about today. And he's also talking about how like the lava, the magma is going to make it to the sea. And you see we have this very calm water right here. It's a very dark water. Okay? And even though this is like the Milky Way galaxy in the background, it does look like a plume of smoke, like one that would, emerge from a volcano that has erupted. I feel like we need to do a couple more of these Sacred Destiny Oracle cards. Spirit, thank you so much for being here today. What is the potential? Okay, stand still. Okay, meaning there's something that's blocking this potential from being actualized. This crane or heron or whatever this is standing in the same waters. Okay? Whatever these waters are at the foot of this mountain, that's the same waters that he's standing in. But I feel like he's under the mountain. What is the crane? They want me to use they actually want me to go to this completely different guidebook to talk about crane symbolism. Longevity, ancient lore, and vigilance. Wow. Wow. It's creativity. That's what wants to come out. There's a lot of other stuff that's going on here that has to do with like, okay. For some of you guys, this thing that wants to be, this potential that wants to be actualized is a project that you have participated in throughout your lifetimes. It's also about wisdom that's being kept secret. So for some of you guys, this is something that you want to say, that you want to express, right? But there's almost this fear of the eruptive energy, because it's like once it's out, you can't put it back in. Once that magma comes out of that volcano, you can't shove it back in. No, it's not going. All right? But it's definitely something that cannot remain unexpressed in you for much longer. Or else there's going to be more earthquakes. They're showing me more and more earthquakes. The longer it takes for you to get this expression out, whether it is communication or creativity, the longer that it takes for you to get this out, the more instability is going to arise in your life. What are they waiting on? What are they waiting on, or what's holding them back? What are they waiting on? I feel like you're waiting on a signal. Ooh. Protection and going forward. You want to know that it's safe. You're not quite sure that it's safe to express yourself. Do you see that? And this lightning that's striking this tree is another manifestation of the divine. Oh my gosh. But also it represents your fears right now. It's almost like you're afraid of your own power. You're almost afraid of the power, the magnitude of this thing that you want to speak or create. And that's why you're hanging out underground right now. They just showed me this crane is like pacing, like, ooh, I don't know, I'm a little nervous about this. It's almost like I want to know that I'm protected. Because look, you see how there's this path, but it's not a very well-worn path. It's just you can barely make that path out. Like 1 or 2 people have traveled that path. This is one that has been traveled. This path is well-worn into the countryside. And there's a shadowy space, right? If you go down this path, there's this shadowy space that you have to pass through where you're not really sure what's going to happen. And what you're waiting for is for the illumination, for the path to be illuminated. The spirit is coming through and they're saying, take one step. Take one little itty bitty teeny tiny baby step in that direction and the sun will come out and shine. Because what the universe is waiting on is you to exhibit your willingness to go down that path. Okay? Talk to me more about protection. You guys have your ancestors on board. Ancestors are sometimes past life versions of ourselves. Okay? For some of you, I'm talking about emerging into the world as a healer, as a bearer of messages, right? Like me, I'm bearing messages from spirit. Okay? Can you imagine how afraid I was for a really long time to be able to do that? I wanted to know that I was protected. And honestly, a big part of what opened up that doorway to me is when I started doing past life regressions and I was like, oh, this is what I've always done. This is what I've always done. All my past life regressions, I'm some sort of mystic, some sort of priestess, some sort of, even if I'm just a regular old person walking around the world, I see things that other people don't, right? And this is you. This is you. You've gone within and you realize that you have this potential, but you're afraid to act on it, all right? Your ancestors are coming through saying, we have we have walked this path. We have cleared the way for you, and we will continue to do so. That's really beautiful. You guys, I'm really excited for you. Because some of you guys, that's it. You're going to be healers. You're going to be teachers. You're going to be lovers. I just heard that. It's different. It's different for everyone, but you know what it is. You know what potential you're sitting on right now. Okay? You just want to know that you're protected because you can't see the whole path in front of you. Is that where we're really going right now? Okay, Spirit's saying yes, we are. All right, this is the Cosmic Tarot. And I do have the Starseed Oracle deck on the table. I thought that was going to open the reading, but it looks like it's going to be the one that closes it up. Look what came out. You guys, I got chills. I got chills. The Moon and the Strength card. This is exactly it. You don't know. You don't know the path ahead of you. It's not well lit. And so you're trying to call forth the courage to come out of this little cave. Okay? This scorpion. What called this scorpion out of the water? The moon. Ooh, because it is time, is what I heard. Like literally Rafiki from Lion King, and he goes, it is time. But also look at these trees in the background and how it's just reminding me of like, this is the scene. You're standing here, and you're trying to gather up the courage. But you also see how she's holding that in front of her, like she's trying to protect herself, trying to cloak herself. She's afraid to show people her boobies, okay? Because she's naked. She's naked. Nudity represents vulnerability. It represents your true, authentic self. And that's hard to show to the world. It's not really about boobies. But I mean, the moon is about boobies. I'm just going to get the mind out of the gutter. Let's move forward. Oh, holy shit. Look at that mountain in the background. It's an actual fucking volcano. Oh my gosh, you guys. But look at this. This is the path right now when you look at it. You see how it's like, I don't know. That mountain in the background, that's a little scary. It's all in the moonlight. I can't see the path. And there's also this lake in front of it. Just the same way that this has a lake in front of it. You're going to have to go on an emotional journey. Because right now, the place where you're at, you're in your emotions, but you're only ankle deep. Okay? You're only ankle deep. You know that if you set off on this path, it is going to call forth things in you that are just kind of easier left alone. But Spirit's like, this is where your healing is coming from. This is where your spiritual development, where your evolution, where your growth is coming from. But it's also about like, this is something that you came into this incarnation to do. That's what they wanted me to say. Okay? Because look at this. This is all moonlight. This is nighttime. You don't know what's going to happen. And that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for the sun to come out. And now I just heard Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow. Put away your troubles and your sorrows. All right? So that's what you guys are working on, is building up the strength and the courage to move forward with this. That's exciting, you guys. Here's the Hermit. The Hermit is in his little cave. That's, okay. You see how there's the moon, but the sun is breaking on the horizon, and there's the mountains. It is time. And this little star is what's going to let you know. It's like the freaking Star of Bethlehem. Okay? And there's Jupiter. Jupiter and the sun are on his cloak. Jupiter is for me, very much a planet of timing. It's associated with the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot. But it's almost like while you're in this little cave, right? What you've dipped your toes into is your intuition. See how he's like meditating? He's doing like a yoga pose, like a little stretch. And he's tuning in with his inner guidance. And that's your ancestors, that's your spirit guides, that's your higher self and your past selves. And they're all like, we're here for you, baby doll, and we're trying to tell you it's time to come out of the cave. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Because you know what you've got? You might not have the entire path lit in front of you, but you have this lantern. And you know what? When people talk to me about like being psychic, they think that it means I can see the entire path. No, it just means I have a lantern. I have a lantern. I'm tuned into my guides in a way that they'll show me the next step to take. And in fact, I did a spiritual guidance and healing session with somebody recently who was just dealing with a lot of anxiety about moving forward. Like, what do I, you know, how do I get to where I want to be? And Spirit is like, trust yourself to just take that first step and take the lantern with you, because you'll always know the next step to take. Okay? Even through the shadowy parts, you'll always know the next step to take as long as you are tuned into your inner guidance. You guys, 3 cards and they're all majors. This is big universal energy. Spirit, thank you so much for this beautiful message. Anything else that would like to come out at this time? The 5 of Wands reverse was on the bottom of the deck. Oh, and she wants to come out too, the Princess of Cups. This is listening to your intuition. Okay? Do you see how there's that this little, is it a lily? A peace lily? That's there on her path too. I saw it earlier and I was like, I don't know what that means just yet. Okay? There will be signposts. Is what that means. There will be signposts. Just remain open to receiving them. This is Page of Cups. This is an open and receptive psyche. It's a third eye. Because look at that. Oh my God. Look at her third eye. Look at his third eye. Look at her third eye. This is an open and receptive intuition. They're like, look, we will give you each of the, oh shit, I love this. Each of the little, we're gonna leave you the Reese's Pieces so you can find your way. Right? Reese's Pieces from E.T. E.T. Elliot leaves the little Reese's Pieces, okay? So the E.T. can find his path to him. Because here's what's freaking amazing. What's really, really scary is having to cross this giant body of water. This giant body of water that will lead you to your potential. And guess what? Y'all, I've never seen this in the background of this card before. It's a freaking boat. It's a freaking boat. You don't have to swim across this lake. If you keep your third eye open, if you keep your intuition, remain receptive to guidance from Spirit, they're going to lead you to a boat. Jesus, Lord, I love this so much. This is such a beautiful reading. I don't know what is in the air today, you guys, but they just made me an open channel and I was like, okay, let's go do that. Because that's what's going to clear any obstacles on your path. First, you need to clear the obstacles within. Okay? Da-da-da-da, troubles and your sorrow. I don't know. Google the lyrics to The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. All right? I love this. You guys, this is really gorgeous. Libra, what are you even up to? Drop a comment down below. What is this potential? The world needs it. It's a gift that you came into this life to give not only to yourself, but to the world. I love that. That is so beautiful. Let's see what the Starseed Oracle has to say. Oh, we've got, that's not how it's supposed to go. Let me shuffle this up. Thank you guys once again for being here. Definitely hit that like button if you're still hanging around. I assume that means you liked it. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys, this is gorgeous. I am so grateful that I'm getting to deliver this message to you today. And there is going to be an extended over on Vimeo. Like I said, the link is below. But let's go ahead and see how Spirit wants to finish up this portion of the reading with the Starseed Oracle deck. Thank you so much, Divine Spirits of Love and Light. You're pretty awesome. I appreciate you. It's dark and starry. Birthing creations, the tapestry of life, expression. This is all your guidance from the stars. They want me to feel like this is one person just dancing. This is different frames of this person dancing, but it's also, oh my gosh, it's you throughout the different incarnations. This, whatever this is that's calling to you, whatever potential you've realized that you have, please understand this. Like I said before, this is not the first lifetime in which you've done this. You're a pro at this. Energetically speaking, you are a pro at whatever this is. Some of you guys are musicians, some of you are artists, some of you are performing artists, some of you are healers and psychics. Some of you are teachers. But whatever it is, plant medicine, I just heard plant medicine. Okay? It's a bunch of different things because there's a bunch of you out there watching this. Okay? Look at you dancing under the stars. This is Pleiadian energy, by the way, if you're into the Starseed stuff. The 7 star sisters. Yeah. You've been here before. And you're so surrounded with guidance. You're so surrounded with guidance. You just take that first step down that path. Show the world that you're willing to take on this adventure and boom. Not boom as in the tower, the mountain's gonna explode. No. But this is the release of some potential. This is the actualization of a really beautiful potential that you hold, my Libras. And I am so excited for you guys and your journey. I'm excited for the world that it gets to experience your gifts. But if the thing that's holding you back is protection, know that you're protected. All right, you guys? If you want some guidance, further guidance, hit me up over on Vimeo. Otherwise, I'll see you back on my channel again soon. Take care.